Hi, everybody. My name is Mr. Nate, and today we are going to be having our lesson review weeks 5 and 6. And guess what? What are we going to be talking about? We are going to be talking about information management system. And this lesson is going to be taken from your ICT textbook, pages 14 and 15. Now, let's look at the learning objective. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain what is that database. You should be able to mention the uses of database. You should be able to explain the different ways of data management system and mention the different types of database software. However, before we go into the lesson, I want us to quickly answer, or I want us to quickly attempt the quiz 5 questions from the 10 quizzes, or from the 10 quiz that I've prepared for you for this week. So I'll just attempt 5 with you, then you do the remaining 5, making 10. Although when it's time, you have to start all over again, but you will see the questions that we would review together or preview together here. Do you understand? Okay, so let's start over. Now, I would always say, don't forget to always type your name, Mr. Nate, and then let's start the game. Are you ready? Start the game. So the first question says, database means what? Record keeping. Yes. A program on computer. Something that sends data. Something that finds data. No, but database means record keeping. The next question says, sorry, we're having a bit of a challenge with the network. Oh, sorry, I'm having a problem with my network here. Maybe we will come back to this after the class. I wouldn't want this to, waste our time. So let's just move to our slide and then we can come back to the lesson. Or let me check my network quickly. Oh, we would have to come back to this after our lesson. So let me quickly move to the slide and then we can go on. Okay, so like I said, we're talking about information management system. Now, what is information management system? Information management system is when we organize information properly for easy access. Information management system can also be referred to as database. Database means record keeping. Information management system is the same thing as database, and database means record keeping. And like I said before, data management system is a way of organizing information properly for easy access. Now, like I told you in our last class, data can be in form of bits, it can be in table of numbers, it can be in alphabet, it can be a sound made by a person, it can be signs and symbols. Now, what are we talking about? Data management system, and we're talking about how we can properly organize our information for easy access. Now, there are different types of database. There is manual method of database and there's computer simulation. Now, let me briefly explain database further so you understand what we're talking about. So, for instance, your school has the database of every pupil in the school. And what that means is that your school has the record of every child's date of birth, every child's address, every child's parents' contact phone numbers and email, every child's medical report, every child's result, every information about all the children. Your school have that information. That is database. And the reason your school can easily access your information is because your school has properly stored your information in a place, which means every child in the school has a file. Every child in the school has a file, and this file is a hard copy documents. That is what we call manual method of database. This is the form of database where we use paper and pen to take record of every child's information, like their date of birth, state of origin, favorite food, favorite color, gender, name of parents, contact of parents, medical reports, results. That is your database, and every child has a file in the school of this information. See, the school also has record of every teacher, their house address, their course of study in the university, their salary. The school has this database of everybody stored in a file, and the hard copy database that involves using paper and biro is a manual form of database. Now, there is a type of database that is called computer simulation, and this is the advent of the computer system where we can easily computerize our database so that you can easily access your data anytime, anywhere in the world, which means that the advent of technology or computer system has made database easy, which means you don't have to be using paper and biro for database anymore. Computer can be used for database. Now, database fields usually come in a table of rows and columns. So if we are using manual method, for instance, using file, the file can be done in this manner whereby we have different tables of rows and columns. All you just need to do is to use your paper and biro to fill up the information for every data field. And if it is computer simulation, there's a computer program that is made up of rows and columns already, like your Microsoft Access or your Microsoft Excel can be used for this. Now, like I told you before, technology has helped to make database easy, and there are several computer applications that we can now use for database, moving from manual method to computer simulation. And we have different of this software. We have Microsoft Access, we have Visual Fox Pro, we have MySQL database, we have SQL Server, and we have Oracle, and so many other softwares used for database, including Python. All of these softwares are used for database, and they have made database seamless and easy. Any day, anytime, no matter how long you have stored the database, you will find it there. Now, for this class, I am going to be teaching you how to use Microsoft Access to store database. I'm going to be teaching you how to use Microsoft Access for database. So the first thing, let's talk about what the Microsoft Access application is. The Microsoft Access is a data management application used for record keeping. Microsoft Access can be used to learn data management. It can also be used for standard database. Schools can use Microsoft Access to keep student database, staff database, parent database, and etc. How to launch the Microsoft Access. So let's have the practical session together. So the first thing you do is you locate and let's click your start button. And then the next thing is you type Access. Once you type Access, it's going to show you this Microsoft Access application, and then you click to launch the Microsoft Access. You can click blank database, and then you click create. You click create, and then the Microsoft Access application is going to launch. So that is what you should do. Just go to your start button like I did, you type Access, and then you click Access, and the application is going to pop up like this, and then you click create. So you understand, that's how to launch the Microsoft Access application. However, there's something I want us to quickly do in our textbook. I want us to quickly work on a manual database that have been provided in your ICT textbook. I'm going to use the Microsoft Word application to illustrate this so that you understand what I am trying to say. Now, in your textbook on page 15, there is an exercise that has been created. Is a manual method of database, which is what I want you to do in this class. It's actually a table of rows and columns. Let me try to do that here. I'm inserting a table of rows and columns here. So what you have there, you have serial number, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think down to 20, and then you have name, age, class, favorite color, let me call it FC, favorite food, state of origin, and then I'm going to stop there. Now, what you are expected to do in your textbook is to fill up this information. So you are going to fill up this information with your friends in your class. So for instance, where you have name, you can start with your name. So you put your name, let me put my name, Nathaniel Adoy, and then your age. I don't want to tell you my age, so I'm going to put 60, but I'm not 16 years old. Then class, let me say grade 4 or year 4. And then favorite food, beans and plantain. Okay, so this is favorite color, and then this is favorite food. So let me cut this. Let me say blue. Favorite food, beans and plantain. State of origin, Benue State. States. So basically what you are expected to do is to fill up this information for all your friends. So I'd like you to quickly get your computer textbook right now and start filling up immediately. Now when you're done with that, then we'll come back to this video and start the Microsoft Access application, and let me show you how we can use the Microsoft Access application to create a standard database for yourself. So you can use this to create a contact database for your friends. So you are doing this, it means this can help you to keep contact of all your friends, their house address, their parents' phone number, and other contact information that you can keep. Schools can use this to keep complete record of every student. Schools can use this to keep complete record of staff database. If your mom or your dad have a business, they can use the database to keep this Microsoft Access application to keep database of every activity that they do in their business. I think this will bring us to the end of today's class. Don't forget the quizzes activity that I'm going to drop at the end of this video. I'd like you to open the link and practice the quizzes activity that I'm going to post. And please don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel and like this video if you enjoyed this class and you learned a lot from this class. Do you understand? So I hope to see you next week, where we learn to use Microsoft Access to create contact database for ourselves and our friends. I get to see you next week. Bye for now.